Whoa, we got a special guest. His name is Jack the Pumpkin King. He's so big. He's so big. Just want to hug him. Yeah, we got Jack. He's so big. So we got some nice decorations around our room. Got some lights. Just trying to be a little spirited there, Halloween spirited. There we go. Okay, so helping you on 3.1. Let's go, 3.1. Yeah, don't forget to put your name on there. And first period, fourth period, what period are you in? Fifth or seventh? Jack the Pumpkin King. She's sick of the same old thing. What? What's this? What's this? There's something in the air. What's this? Magic everywhere. What's this? Yeah, you should watch Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay, so don't forget to keep practicing for the ACTs by solving for B, for example, getting B by itself for number 3. Number 1, don't forget to do some multiplication there. Don't forget PEMDAS. Don't forget PEMDAS. You got to be good for the ACTs. PEMDAS. Good. Don't forget to reduce with number 2. Don't forget to reduce. So solve for B. So if we go ahead and we times by a 2 to the other side, that'll get rid of the half. And then we'll just divide by h. Wheel. So then we get B is equal to 2a over h. Wheel. Oh, don't forget to pause me. Try the next one on your own. Try number 4 on your own. Pause me. Pause me. So complete the square. Do you remember how to complete the square? Complete the square. So you try it for number 4 and completing the square. Put it in vertex form. And I'll try number 5. So number 5 is a bit more evil because we had to pull out a -2 first. And pause me, try it on your own. And so do 2 sets of parentheses there, so we get x squared plus 6x. Leave a space. And then we're going to bring over the -1/2, right? And so now to complete the square, we're going to go ahead and take the b, which is 6, divide by 2 and square it. So we get 3 squared is 9. We get a 9. And so 9 is our key there for completing the square. We're going to add 9, and we're also going to minus 9. Right? So then we complete the square. And factors of 9 are 3. So 3 and 3 plus and plus. So I have 2 of those going on right now. And then we have -9 minus a half. And so that would be what? You'd have to turn -9 into halves by timesing. So that'd be -18 halves, which is the same as -9, because 18 divided by 2 is 9. And now you're going to minus a half, so that's going to be a -19 halves. Whoa! -19 halves. Now the crazy part is when we bring down that -2, that's going to be distributed in 2 places. Here, -2, but also with the -19 halves, we're also going to times that by our -2. Let me do it in blue. So -2 goes here. Then it also goes and multiplies with the -9 halves, which the 2's cancel, and negative times negative is a +19. Way-o! Is that what you got as well? Make sure to pause me. And try number 4 on your own. Give it a try. It won't be as hard because you don't have a 2 there. So that shouldn't be too bad for you for number 4. So there's number 5. Excellent. And I'm going to double check. I'm pretty sure that's what we got for number 5. Woo! Yeah, we got number 5. Okay, good. So number 6, I'm going to give you some hints there to get you going. So to get to standard form, you have to multiply x minus 4 times x minus 4 first, right? So then you have to FOIL that out, seashell, seashell. Then distribute the 2 through after that. Then distribute the 2 through, and then you minus 2, right? And then you have to also do factored form. Maybe pull out the GCF first. And so that's how you find the standard form, factored form. And then do the domain and range, x-intercepts, y-intercepts, vertex, axis of symmetry, your HK as well as your axis of symmetry. So axis of symmetry is just x equals the h value, whatever that is. In fact, it's already here, you guys. Yeah. So it's not a -4, but it's a +4, -2. Remember that for the vertex? Good. So go and finish number 6 there. That's some good hints, even though it's even. And then number 7, ooh. So they give us the point, the xy value, which is a -7. Do you remember how to transform a single point? So you take that x value, but you're actually going to take that x value, and you're going to do the opposite. Remember, you're going to -6. So you're going to go ahead and -6 to our x value. So -6 is actually 2. And then our y value is an invisible -1 that's being multiplied to only the y values. So -7 times -1 is a +7. Way-o. And so, yep, so we're going to get a 2,7. So 2,7 is going to be our final answer there for number 7. Number 8, you're going to divide by 2 to your x values and then add 8 to your y values. Number 9, they give you the zeros, and you have to come up with the cubic function. We'll talk about the 2 different cubic functions in a second, so let's just come up with the original one. So zeros come from x equals -3, x equals 2, and x equals 6. Those are our zeros. And so we need to turn them into factors and then multiply them all out. And that'll give us our function. And so what we have to do is we have to bring them back, right? We have to, instead of minusing 3 to the other side, set it equal to 0, minus 3 to the other side. So we're going to do the opposite now, okay? We're going backwards. And so we're going to add 3 to the left. So now we have x plus 3. -3 and +3 is 0. You see what's happening there? And then that x plus 3 can now be put into factors with parentheses. This one we're going to -2 backwards. So we get an x minus 2. We get an x minus 2. This one we're going to -6. So we get an x minus 6 equals 0. And now we just have to multiply that out. So seashell, seashell. Sally sells seashells down by the seashore. Don't say it too fast. X times x is x squared. Pause me. I should just stop because you need to do it on your own. You're just checking your answers right now, right? Pause me. You're not learning unless you pause me and try it on your own. Pause me. Did you get it? Okay, let's check your answer. So x times -2x is -2x. 3 times x is +3x. And then 3 times -2 is -6. And we have a 3x with a -2x. That's a 1x. So we get x squared plus 1x minus 6. And now, we're not done yet. We got to bring down. Now we got to bring down. Now we got to bring down that x minus 6 to get our cubic function. Whoa, cubic function. So that's to get our cubic function. Multiply it through. So x squared times x is x to the 3rd power. Pause me. Try it on your own. X squared times -6 is a -6x squared. Good. Then we have 1x times 1x is a 1x squared. X times x is x squared. 1x times -6 is a -6x. -6 times x is another -6x. Should we do that in green? -6 times x is a -6x. And -6 times -6 is a +36. So our final answer there for number 9 is combined like terms. So we get x cubed We have a negative 6x squared with a positive 1x squared. So that's negative 5x squared. Negative 6 and negative 6, add those together, negative 12x plus 36. Woo! So there's our whole cubic function just given the zeros. That's crazy, right? Let's double check our answer there. Yep, looks good to me. Okay, so the hint for 10 is they give you the zeros x equals 10, but they also give you a multiplicity of 2 for the negative 5. So that's x minus equals negative 5, and another x equals negative 5, okay? And then you're going to bring those back into factored form, and yep, you're actually going to have 2 of them. So make sure that you multiply both of those together, and then eventually you'll multiply the x minus 2 after that. Seashell! So go and finish number 10. Number 11 is our parent function. Wayo! So in class, we learned that you can do an XY table. And so if we just choose maybe negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, that you can graph the parent function. And now this is going to do it to the third power. So that's negative 2 times negative 2 is negative 4 times negative 2. Wait, negative 2 times negative 2 is a positive 4 times negative 2 is a negative 8. Then we get a negative 1 and a 0. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. And so we're going to go and graph those. So negative 2 down to negative 8. Negative 1, 0, 0. Over 1, up 1. And over 2, up 8. Do you remember how to do our parent function? That's our parent function. Mommy, daddy, parent function. So that's going to go up and to the right as well as down and to the left. The nice part about these is that the domain is always negative infinity, positive infinity, negative infinity, positive infinity. Negative infinity and positive infinity is what we're doing there. Good. So just double check in that every single one. Wow, that's a lot of negative infinity, positive infinity. Ooh, except for maybe number 19. Number 19, yeah, that range is going to be a little different because it's a square, not a cube. But everything else should be good. So now we're going to be shifting, right? And reflecting over the x-axis for number 13. So we're going to go opposite now, opposite, right, 3, and then up 2. So we have our origin, 0, 0. And we're going to go in and go right 3, up 2, so that's our new origin. Now it's going to be 3 dots in a row, diagonally, okay, diagonally. So we go over 1, up 1, and down 1, back 1. You remember that? Yeah, that's the over 1, up 1 is the 1, 1. And then back 1, down 1 is the negative 1, negative 1. So then next, we're going to go ahead and do the negative 2, negative 8. So we're going to go from our origin, we're going to go negative 2, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're also going to go over 2, up 8. We're just using our parent function and just transforming it, moving it the origin. So then, wait a second, Newbold. Something weird's going to, keep going, Newbold, but something weird's going to happen. Right, from the origin, right 2, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we forgot about the negative. What does that negative do? So the negative is going to go ahead and flip it over the x-axis, okay? So the negative is going to flip it over x-axis. So I think in my 5th period today was Sabrina. Shout out to you for saying flip it over the x-axis. Jolly Rancher. Okay, so there we go. So then we're going to go ahead and flip it now. Careful now, flip it. So that means that, let's see, over the x-axis, tricky. I don't want to make a mistake here. So before I flip it over the x-axis, we're going to go to our graphing calculator and make sure I teach it to you right. So I'm going to go to y equals like this. And we go negative x minus 3. Go to y equals negative x minus 3. How do we do the third power? That's that caret symbol there to the third power. Right arrow, and then plus 2. So let's take a look at that graph. Oh, nice. So if we go ahead and trace it, we're way up at 29 for our y-intercept. Nice. So we do have the origin at right 3 up 2, but now it flipped. You see what happened there? It flipped. Yep, so our dots, and it looks like not just over the x-axis, but it looks like it more flipped over the, it looks like it actually flipped over the origin. Maybe not the x-axis, but over the origin. So flip it over the origin, actually. Yeah, that's crazy, right? Yeah, so that means that this dot is going to come down here. And then that stays the same as our origin. This dot is going to go up to there. So it flipped it. This dot is going to go down 8. So we go over 2, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's actually here. And then this dot is actually going to go way up over here. And way-oh, there's our graph. And so that is the x to the third power with a shift right 3 and up 2. Shift 3 and right up 2, we can go second table just to check. Right? So at 1, we should be up at 10. That's good. Yep, 110. And then we have 2, 3 and 3, 2. So over 2 up 3. Yep, that's correct. And then 3, 2. That's correct. And then let's see here. So that's this dot here and this dot. Oops. And then this dot here over 3 up 2. No, that's actually over 4 up 1 Newbold. Whoopsie. So this dot goes there, and then the origin was the 3, 2, and then this dot was over 4 up 1, yeah. So that's over 4 up 1, good. And then way down here was over 5, and all the way down to -6. We did it, wee-oh. So keep practicing those, keep doing those, and see you on our next video. Hopefully just 2 videos on this one, we'll see. Thanks for watching, and see you in a second. See you in a second. Bye for now. Bye for now. See you in a second.